Let's see about Mommy Wata and her clone, Omnipresence, Mr. Whole L, Man, Moses, Alex Jones. These the same people. Joe Rogan. Also, I was going through my feed on YouTube a minute ago, and there was a game that was sitting on my screen, and there was a little girl crying in the bottom of like a basement thing, and she was hitting the wall trying to get out, and there was some fire or something in there. It's like fire in the little box, and she was like, wah, like trying to cry like that. It was a weird ass game, and she was like hitting the wall, and then some bricks was falling off the wall or something like this. But you could tell she was not getting out of there. So somebody could be trying to torment you or me, or somebody that could be having a so-called missing child. There's something about the actual essence of the original child that these people need to have. That's why they don't. And again, in some of these families, they're not going to alert a person like me by taking my whole child out. You understand what I'm saying? And then having me get out the house and go on a hunt and tear up some shit looking for a child. They're going to treat somebody like an animal, cover up your mouth and nose, or brainwash you, and then put a child that's similar to yours with you. You understand? These days, people are very detached from their children. They're on their phones. They're doing whatever they're doing. The parents are doing whatever they're doing, trying to make it. Whatever this is, you're not going to really pay attention to it. So it must be a difference here, because some people are just waking up and their child is just gone. Do you understand what I'm saying? Their child is just gone. There has to be a difference between the people that the child is still there with you, but you know it's not your original child by looking at images, remembering their face, whatever this is. You might not realize this for 20 years. You look at a picture when they was this age, and then you look at them 10 years later, and you didn't even realize that that child ain't the same child. You get what I'm saying? So this could be something about whatever this is, the special services or whatever is supposed to take care of this kind of shit. But if these people, I think it's like public actors or public something, whatever. But if they're involved with this, then do you see what I'm saying? If this compromised, because everything is compromised, the reason why they don't really care, people wanted the border to be messed up, so that these particular men that have been doing things in the background or off the grid, this is their time to be a mini president, and worry about the people that they trapped or caught or have in their cult or their coven or something like this, or their group. It's kind of like a breakdown of the nation here. Some of these people could have started off in the government and they know the secrets of what was coming. They knew the future. Things like this. Unfortunately, some of them took our futures with them, or some of them, I feel like they took mine with them. All right. This does have something to do with lineages. I could be the last one of the actual lineage. This could be an uncle of mine that actually found out that they weren't the grandfather's child, that they were somebody else's child. This sends them into some kind of anger or something like this, resentment. Do you get what I'm saying? So, I don't know. It has me thinking. I noticed how all of a sudden I told you the whole thing about my daughter went when my supposed daughter went with her supposed sister, to go get something for her hair, and what was I gonna say? I know the twins have clones as well. My oldest daughter has clones. I'm guessing the little one do too. But I felt it. It's a shift that you don't I really don't understand. And this child here, I noticed by the way for the past couple of days, the way it's normal. I was telling her like she was worried about her weight a little while ago. I'm like, you're gonna get involved in stuff, whatever like this. You're gonna start growing. You're gonna your waist is gonna get slimmer, things like this. She didn't believe me, but she got into a sport. Now she's slimming down or whatever. I told you how the kids, she just was one of those people that wear like, different types of jogging pants or leggings or something like this or whatever. And now she's, with the cute little jeans, the little crop, she's going in another direction. The hairstyle with the bows and everything, she's starting to, but it made me think about, when I looked at her today, I'm like, something is different. For the past couple of days, it kind of reminded me of the energy of the little girl. Remember I told y'all when we lived in Kenosha County, there was a little girl that lived across the street, okay? The little girl Tiana that lived across the street. And she was, her dad, it was a single dad situation, but he had a girlfriend or a wife or whatever. But she was always like this pristine, like I used to say, that little girl be dressed. She head to toe, like different, all kind of shoes, clothes, like she just was dressed. And it kind of got to me a little bit like, because the little girl reminded me of when they first moved there. Okay? Because my children was real small. I think the twins were in kindergarten when we first moved to that house. Yeah, because I think there was in 4K in Illinois, and then they ended up going to kindergarten. So I think they started that school at kindergarten. And she had to be a little bit older than, like 10 or... she just had to be a little bit older than them. She had to be a little bit, because I think she wasn't in middle school yet, or she was just, when they moved there, their daughter was just in middle school, like just starting middle school. But I was like, that girl be fucking dressed. And the girlfriend, the wife used to bring like her clothes. She was like, oh, she outgrew these clothes or whatever, and she would bring garbage bags full of clothes to the house, for the girls can pick through it or whatever like this. So I was just thinking about that because remember I told y'all, maybe not so strong in the cheeks with dimples, but the little girl from middle school, the little girl Tiana from middle school, when I think about it, she looked a lot like that damn girl Kanika. Okay? But she started growing or whatever, and she looked a little bit different. Okay? She looked a little bit different. I thought I seen a girl like her doing like skits and shit like this on Beauty and the Beast and things like this online a couple years back. She kind of also reminded me of the girl, the new girl, Angela Reese or whatever, the new basketball player. They have the same type of facial structure or the same type of phenotype. Okay? And then I remember that after she had a baby and we were moving, she had just had her baby when we were moving from Kenosha County to where I'm at now. And when I looked at her again, I'm like, that girl don't look nothing like damn Tiana. Like, but I was like on the verge of, because I didn't go real deep down the rabbit hole. I was deep with the Bible and everything like this, but I didn't go deep down the magical part of the rabbit hole until I moved here. Okay? And so remember when I told you, couple months after we moved here, we ran into them at the grocery store at Sam's Club, and they had the little grandbaby with them, and we was happy to see them. We exchanged a couple words, we left, and then a couple months or something like that later, the wife passed away. At the time, we still had the house, but a friend of my supposed spouse, his friend was renting out our house back in Kenosha County. So we still owned it for a couple of years while we lived here. He was just renting it. But I just keep on wondering, all right, if this is some kind of spell or something here. Because a little bit after that, after the death, maybe like a year or something, a year and a half later, Then our neighbor left that house and he bought a house up here in the county that we in now. Now I've never seen him, while he was here or anything like that. I don't know where he lived. I heard it was like a nice big house somewhere over there. I don't know. I've never been there. I never seen him again. Okay, so um, that's what I was saying. That something shifted when those particular people moved into the community. Um, it's giving me like, royals. If this Daryl guy if this Russell guy, okay, or Roussel, okay, if this Roussel guy, is a more of an Egyptian breed. I don't know what my person could be, a demon. I'm trying to break up who people could have been in that area. The girl next door could have been a witch. I said like an alien breed witch, okay. I'm trying to like break it down here as to what all could have been, going on. If I have to look at the fact that everywhere I move, they move a collective group of people around me that do things to me because I'm not aware, because there's a chip or there's something off on me that I can't be aware of. It's funny because my daughter said one day when she was little, she's like, Mom, but you don't understand or whatever. You're not like the other moms or something like this. And I'm thinking like, what the fuck do you mean I'm not like the other moms? You know what I'm saying? There could be something that's lacking here. And whatever this lack is how these people are getting a heads up on something here. It's something that would be detrimental. It's something like, it's something like a sensor, like how if you, just one little cord or one little, what you call those little things that you put in the car with the two metal prongs on it, a circuit, you stick it in that little circuit board, a fuse, or it's something like a fuse or something like this, okay? And like I said, this could be some type of trap. It was making me think about, this is somebody trying to be funny too. Like, yeah, we removed something from you to keep you in this box, and then we're going to go ahead and build the country. We know it's your destiny, but we just stole it, and we're going to go ahead and do things here. It's almost like always a tie with Gaia or with the nature or a natural aspect of something. And if humanity or these people try to think they too smart with technology and go beyond that's it. That shit is supposed to be torn down. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's kind of like something that I'm picking up on here. Somebody keeps saying let it go or leave it alone. But like I said, I feel like these people have, it's not like I would even be crying about the family because you don't really know if your family was taken. Well, children, that's my responsibility to worry about them. But a grown-ass man that put my family in that kind of danger for some type of hookup or some kind of secret society or something like that, I really, it's disdain there for me if that's the case. But I do feel like what I'm picking up on is some of these people didn't go with their will. They were taken against their will. Okay? So the Ten of Swords is never an ending for me. But I feel like, just like the Ten of Swords, I keep seeing that card flashing in my eyes with the girl standing there and all those people are leaving. So you never even got to know these people, but they were able to have access to me, get what they need off of me, and then fly away and leave nothing for me. Not even what's for me. You get what I'm saying? So it's almost like this family has been doing this the whole time. So I want to say, I think my uncle could have been, I can't remember if it was my grandmother or my uncle Moses was the first one that, while I was alive on earth, that was the person that died in our family. I think it was my grandmother first in 96. And then maybe like 2 years later that my uncle Moses passed away, vice versa. But I also told you guys that I had a picture that I shared online a long time ago of my actual grandfather and my grandmother. And she was trying to kiss him on his cheek, but he wasn't trying to do that. He was looking forward. So I figured he might be some kind of man, kind of like my person, that the girl got to be like on him, kissing on him, because he's not going to show that kind of emotion. This could be how I picked a man like that. You know what I'm saying? You be grabbing on the shoulder or whatever and pulling them, and they be like, what you doing or whatever. Like that kind of energy. Okay, like a shyness or something like this, or just like, oh, you trying to kiss me or whatever. Like I would imagine that I could say a lot if a picture does tell 1,000 words. Okay, so like she was kissing him on the cheek and he was looking straight at the camera, and then later on, one of my cousins, I think this is a Prince clone. One of my cousins put up this picture or whatever of my grandma kissing somebody, and they both were kissing. But this man didn't look shit like my grandfather. This man looked like Moses. So it's almost like the Moses and the Fitzgeralds and these motherfuckers been like, even on my grandma's side, my auntie Nessa, looking a lot like the picture of my uncle Robert Lee. I'm just thinking like, what the fuck is they been doing? Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like they're trying to steal my lineage. Or like somebody's just lied about the whole lineage, or do you understand what I'm saying? It's like people were tied in specifically this time, and it may not be that much left of me or us. So anyways, when it says that Christ comes on the scene to stop something that was going on, this could be this type of genocide, because there would not be that many left if Christ didn't come on the scene. So this is something that is higher level intelligence. If I'm talking about this information, because I know what I'm saying is true, I will be the first one on people's lips that want to get me in a room and talk to me about this, because how the fuck do you know that? That is classified information. This is how I know. These are like little, I don't know what you call it. These are like little alarm bells ringing off. Okay? It's not my thing, because I know they're fucking listening to see, oh, you got to get to this particular special units forces, and then you got to go to talk to the people at the world. It's so many different sectors. We have so much shit going on. A person that will be waking up to this, we're not the ones that's supposed to go out there and try to figure out exactly what sector. They're already watching. You know which ones it is. I don't like the fact that these people are talking about this, because if these people, or these white people, or these pure-blooded, these American gods, if they're anything like me, these people don't go out to harm people and hurt people. So when you're talking about white privilege, and you're talking about what police brutality and all this shit that was going on, I already know that there's other sectors here that were overpowering those particular maybe meek people or something like that, and I might be just half of meek, and I'll knock your motherfucking head off. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, if you feel me, I'm that type of person. Wait, come on, calm down. You know what I'm saying? My child can't come home and tell me somebody hit them in their face or something around the corner or something, or somebody mama touched them, and then I'm just like, oh, I'm about to go through. No, I'm going to sit you down, and I'm going to say, calm down. Now, what happened? Exactly. Wait, because I know your mouth. Now, when she said that, what the fuck did you say? And such. And if it seems to suffice, your ass about to get checked. You put your hand on my child, you getting checked any motherfucking way. But I need to know, fill me in on the details so I can tell you how we're going to go about this shit. So, this is something that's concerning to me, because I was like, damn, she got the latches on the. It's almost like somebody got the latches on somebody's grandfather. This could be why the clock or the grandfather clock is always in reverse in our readings. They got their hooks on their father, the grandfather, the father, the uncle, so like the man. This could be Mexico, or this could be somebody else. This could be another person or a witch in the family or something, but they got the hooks on all those people. And it's almost like, because all these people have seen me be the apple of a higher powers, and really that higher power don't get involved unless it's probably when they try to kill me or something like this. These people just think they can do everything, or they're trying to keep me in a continuous Job situation. Like I'm Job, and my wife is telling me nobody's telling me not to worship God. I feel like as a whole, whoever these people are that's cyber hacking and cyber stalking and cyber bullying or whatever, they want me to feel like, yeah, see what we've been able to take from you or something? They're playing God. Now, that song did come out last night before I went to sleep. Somebody's playing God. So I know that somebody's it's a bitch. I see her strategically trying to say, because they needed the spouse or the closest person to me, that I mind my motherfucking business, raised my children, went out once in a while with my friends, but I made sure I wasn't a gossiper or nothing like this. I made sure if I was talking, it was probably about my fucking business. You know what I'm saying? And I stayed in my motherfucking lane, right? But sometimes you just can't do that. You just can't. Okay? And so, like I said, if any, they might call us bland, or they might have called us you're no fun or something. Even though I do like to throw a good party, I like to be at a good party. You know what I'm saying? It's not fun enough because somebody is not wanting to have sex with children or do drugs or go to the fucking extreme. And I'm guessing this is what these people, or play with people's lives, or do shit like this. Like somebody say, you got that much power or whatever, you don't even use it like you supposed to. Bitch, can't nobody even hold on to the power, because all these people that knew that you or I had the power, they've been feeding off of it and eating off of it this whole time. So they mad about the fact that I said I'm not going to be, I realized what we talking about when these people are saying, oh, because Christ or whatever. Yeah, that was some kind of stupid Christ before, motherfucker. I'm not doing nothing. I want y'all to die for your sins. I command it. Bitch, I'm not the one. And I am a Christ. And then some. It's time for these people to take response. So it's not really a 1%, or it's not, oh, the Arab race or the Iranians. No, motherfucker. We got a group of people that think that they untouchable on this earth, that have to siphon off of those of us that are supposed to be untouchable in order to think that they can run other people's lives with technology and other things like this. They're not going to confront you with this. They're cowards. This is not going to be something where the police is going to knock on your door and say, man, where was you at the night? No, they're using some other kind of foreign intelligence policing in order to come to America to entrap Americans in their system with their rules or their governances. All right? And then they're taking over other higher powers so that you wouldn't even be able to fight for yourself. They want America to power. They want America to pay for something that she has nothing to fucking do with. Like African slavery. That started with Africans selling Africans as slaves first. And then Caucasian people and other colonizers and people came and said, hey, we can make money off of this. But it started with Africa. But they want America to pay for it. And we're just not going to do that. Know your history. Know your roots. And a lot of your roots ain't the fuck here. And you out of line. And you out of place. And I told you, a lot of these people are just dealing with lust and all this other things. It leads to, again, the problem that we have with missing children. The problem that we have with pedophilia. These are the motherfuckers that we're talking about here. All right? These are people that get some cases on your record for this shit, so that when you say something to them about theirs, they will try to say that you do the same thing by setting you up. They find out who is the son, who is the queen, who is this, who's the fairest of them all, and then they set us up, and then they go in rooms where only they are, which they're foreign to this shit, which you think don't even fucking matter, right? And you all know that y'all, the only reason why you there is you set somebody up, and you still work there setting people up. That's all you're doing. And it's not even like, it's like you would have to be a god, or you would have to be somebody that, I could go around here, do whatever I want. I could get up and go to the park. I could go wherever I want. Whatever money, if I have a lot of money, I might be able to go travel, to wherever I want or whatever, whenever I want. It's not that. It's another type of inhumane constraint that will be on somebody, like an imaginary dog collar or a shock collar or something like this. It's when you set to rise to a certain height, or something like this. It's to drive you crazy in another fashion, because no other human being should be able to have this much power over another person. The power that bestowed upon us is to look at structures and infrastructures and things like this, and whole people and sections, and know how to move shit around or what should be done. These people are jealous of you from high school or something like this, and they could have been in the same program as you, right? Or the same collective group of children as you, and now they're using their positions in these not even realistic, these are terrorists that have taken over, cartel members, okay? So they're using their brute force or whatever they've been able to organize on the soil, maybe even in the air, in order to humiliate and abuse people because they didn't like you in high school, or you took the boy that they liked. This is a collective group of childish ass people that have hacked or killed their way, so they're gonna be guilty of something, or they would not be All of these people had to do something horrendous to get to these positions, right? They want to push you to the edge so all your whole family will be dead, and they can try to say that you did that too. Or they will send somebody in here to kill your whole family, except for you. Call in the so-called spiritual court and police, which are just advanced beings or something like this. Take pictures of it, show the whole thing, and then tell a reason why they have to keep a construct. They have to keep a. It's almost like a imaginary box over somebody's head that's very qualified, like Abel. This is also what we could have been talking about with Abel. Abel could have been able to do everything. Cain was mad at that, and he supposedly killed Abel. And then God gave the mark to Cain that nobody can kill him. All right. This could also be that you just was overqualified, and these people, but you happen to be a girl, and these people wanted a man, but you actually dusted the face off of a nigga. But the whole thing about it is, and they know that you're the winner, and they know that you're the one that should have had this spot or this position, but they just didn't want to give it to you because of some type of discrimination or something like this. But the havoc that one would have to pay by staying in regular society because other people, because of their birthright, because what they were, because of how God made them and what other people have shown them about you, it makes you a target. So somebody could be trying to cane somebody. I didn't do anything to anybody, but somebody could be trying to cane someone. Okay, they could have did a crime or something against someone, or they feel like you won fair and square, but they didn't want you there, so they gave somebody else the job anyways, and now they're calling you a cane because you humiliated her. We're gonna give him the job anyway. We're not giving it to you, but you did kind of just talking. You made it. Everybody knows that. It's basically everybody knows that we just gave it to him because he's a boy, or we gave it to him because he's in our family. That we stole it from you, basically. We're embarrassed, we're humiliated. And so now we're going to make your life a living hell. And for some of you, it would be hard to do that because just being here and being able to keep on existing or whatever is something that's just suffice. For they say we're God's children. Like we don't want money, like we not going to have money and we ain't not going to have this. Okay? So you call yourself moving the, you call yourself saying, oh wait, no. I got to go back. So we're not really, it's not really, I feel for the past 50 years or more, maybe even 75 years, it hasn't really been this group of these beginning Adamite or pre-Adamite breeds or whatever that was already on this soil. And some people that were selected from those particular, so everybody's not selected, but the ones that would be selected as like, you have a brilliant mind, maybe it's your beauty, maybe it's some kind of way that you do something. These people are woven into this commission or something like this is what I'm hearing behind the scenes. That can even be more powerful than the president. You get what I'm saying? But it could have been hijacked, like I said, over the years by other people that are of that strand or of this race or whatever. Marrying into, sleeping with, dating, or being engaged in situations with anybody other than who God told them to keep that fabric strong. Somebody disobeyed lots of times. So it's like now the people that disobeyed, they felt like it's almost like they have been able to deteriorate something so much that it's not even a thing anymore. It's not a fabric anymore. It's just some chaotic, weird ass something. But if someone stands up and recognize that is really of that sense of purity or that wholeness or from that particular bloodline, these people would have to be excused. Somebody like me, they would have to be excused. All their plans will be thwarted. Okay, you will be seen as treasonous, an active terrorist, coming in. You did not leave your customs from your country or your mother and father land or your mother and father's religion or whatever and cleave on to me and give equal give and take. You abused me in some type of way because I wasn't born this way. Somebody had to do something, pull a plug, cut a strand or something like this. So that you can bring all your family and these hoodlums in that I never even know was attached to you. You get what I'm saying? And And then now you think that you're going to run my nation and I'm still here. You acting like my voice don't matter, like my presence don't matter, like I don't matter. You get what I'm saying? And I'm the one that wakes up and think about the soul, something every day of the land being done this way, or these people doing whatever this is. You only think about your pockets. These people are taking money from here, sending it back to their countries. They're not going to stay here forever. They're just taking it back and rebuilding or something like this. So once they really fuck America up, they're going to have a place to go, and Americans are not going to have a place to go. It's just the bottom line. It's kind of like I don't know, because I'm good at like seeing patterns or something like this. So somebody keeps saying something about, oh, we in the deluge. Y'all doing old systems. We not even doing that shit no more. That's what I'm saying. If you understand how like patterns or that we say history repeats itself, it's like the same patterns but different people. These people weren't even in the, if you even call it a matrix or a simulation, you're doing the same patterns, but the same people ain't even in the sim. It kind of like it don't matter. It don't, I don't know. It's kind of like it don't. Why are you redoing that? You're giving the enemy some kind of heads up because it's all just confusion. It's not nothing. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. But the thing about 9/11 in placing that image of these Arab people and things like this with these clothings on that look like this, doing something, you erase any other, this is some type of warfare tactic. You erase any other methods of thinking what a terrorist could look like. Unless an Arab man that wear a head wrap or something in these particular clothes and come move in your neighborhood and walk up and down your street, with this garb on, you're not going to think anything about a terrorist. You only going to think, you know what I'm saying? This is like systematic, like what you call something, what they do with stereotypical something, and now we got the wool. You didn't realize that the people was gonna be jumping out your family tree with them fucking knives pointed at you. You know what I'm saying? You didn't know that it was gonna be your business partner or something like this for these people that's elite or something like this. You seen this person in the family or something like this that maybe the only thing they didn't have is a chance, but they're very intelligent or something that seemed like they could do. You didn't want to give that person a chance. You said, oh, this guy right here, look at all this stuff, all these credentials or something like this. And you didn't realize what that was. It's like America lost something, like Americans lost something when it comes to doing fucking business and shaking hands and things like this. I'm hearing the first couple, it's like something about when I knew something is wrong is when all this shit is going on, people can act like it's not if you want to. And Biden and them is still going in and out of the country and going to these meetings and shit like this. What the fuck is wrong with you? Or all that signing shit on the first 100 days. You know what I'm saying? Because although somebody is not physically, they're not saying it on the media, because the media is a part of this hijacking or this kidnapping of the nation too. Because they're not telling you actually what's going on. They're not getting out there in the streets and they're reading headlines and shit like this and trying to stick to that. While whatever this is, somebody sold us out. The fuck you talking about? You still people talk about democracy, all this bullshit. Cut the crap. Talk about what's really fucking going on. Something is super weird here. We got Kansas here in the reverse. Lots of people are compromised. You don't fool me with no motherfucking bells and whistles. in no uniform or whatever this is, or what you do. All these people is corrupt. They just made their way and changed the way they look and try to come back in here. I know that that Homan energy is a Moses energy. Okay? I could hear it in the voice. He sounds just like my Uncle Moses, so these could be breeds that they created in the underworld or already in hell or already in whatever place that they went off and they were damned because of some type of abuse or sexual abuse or something like this. These people, they were creating, some of these breeds were also getting created. While they were still alive, there was some type of studies or something going on to populate these particular races so they can fight up against God. So Armageddon looks many different ways here, right? And people don't have nothing but the scholarship book written way of looking at it. You know, they say you could tell a lot about a man if you ask his mistress. These is pillow talk. This is like bitch mentality. These are men that's supposed to be of valor or something, protecting our nation, and you thinking that you in the bed with Mexico or something like this, and you thinking that you should be talking about things that you shouldn't be talking about. And I don't want to be prejudiced or discriminate, but there were certain people that took on some type of priestlyhood or something like this. Or if you were going to have a woman, it would have to be these times, because look, nobody is thinking about it like this. These rules and regulations that's also written in the Bible about who people should marry and stuff, this ain't for everybody. Just like I said, everybody ain't fucking Solomon. Every man in the Bible, God didn't give every man in the Bible to the permission to have many different wives. Nigga, you ain't Solomon. You ain't even no Solomon because you put some fringes on and shit like this. You thinking you a part of something. You're not. These are lightweight motherfuckers. That's why I call them Israelites. You put on that garb and you do this shit and all this other stuff. You're not even the people. But it's numbers. It's not the value of anything for these people. It's numbers and appearance and shit like this. Even when God picked a person from a family or something, he didn't say every man in that family get to do the same thing and have all them wives, motherfucker. It was certain men that was able to do that. Every man in the Bible was not supposed to take all them wives. Every man on earth should not be, I'm a man, I'm supposed to pop. No, the fuck you. We've been better off with some of these men not. Just because you got semen, it doesn't mean that you were supposed to mass populate. I'm sorry. It doesn't. But I'm not really sorry. It doesn't. It doesn't. If somebody think it's nobody was going out here stopping you from populating. You wasn't supposed to be populating on the level of the gods. You wasn't supposed to be using our systems and our things to populate yourselves. Even if you did take another man's wife or something, then you start over with your own thing. You're not supposed to take over his mechanisms and his the things, the tools and things. That shit would just collapse. It would probably collapse and those people would stop maybe. But these people stole your shit and start populating and start using it to navigate. Yanni, turn that down. Turn it. No. Yes, or go back inside. You already, sniffling and stuff. Go inside. Oh. I don't want you out here when I can stare. I don't like you out here when I'm smoking, Yanni. And somebody's like, let it go. No, as long as I'm here, I'm speaking my piece. It might still be some people out there that know how to pull the plug so these people can't keep utilizing whatever the fuck they're utilizing to try to harm people. It's a lot deeper. And that's why I say, like, these people that get online, get on TV and they try to say these things that sound so smart. It don't even, you could sound as smart as you want to and well educated, but you're not talking about what matters. That's the point. You done dumb down society. We might as well just be talking on this level, on some kind of metaphysical level or some type of esoteric level or something like this, trying to explain this shit because it's not working. You're not fooling nobody. Not for real. Again, if you knew the mindset, the intentions of these people, okay? Also, somebody could be doing something with somebody's name. We're going to start digging into the cards. It's like an infectious disease, but it's like an old, some of us could be being put back in that situation, be like a old, they could be trying to mammify somebody and talk about it on this level where these people's just gonna like laugh it off or something, but they know you was in the background talking to these sorceresses, and you was in the background talking to these women, that know about these prophecies. You was in the background trapping these people and making them tell the secrets. But you come in front of society with all these big words and try to make it seem some kind of way. And you was doing the witchcraft with these people and with these spiritualists to know what to do next. You get what I'm saying? But then when somebody come out the public eye and start talking like this, you want to laugh it off, say, oh, what is that person talking about? We're doing real things over here or something. This is supposed to be professional. But who was teaching you at them camps and stuff that y'all was creating? These high priestesses and shit like this was telling you about some of these things. And some of them just happen to be compromised by you. So they're going to only see it. They're going to only be able to say it or see it the way you want them to say it. If they go above and beyond that, you're going to get rid of them. So they're compromised. It's something to not be. That's kind of like how you know it's the real thing. Why people were whispering in them rooms when you was little and you was coming in the room, like, what they talking about in there? They didn't want those of us that would be able to stop whatever this is to hear or know or study or know our gifts or our power or something like this. These people are treasonous. They brought people in from other countries that want to get a lick back or revenge. That's all in their emotions about a situation. It's not really passion, it's emotions. Things like that. So we have South America is in reverse here. All right. And I told you with the Empress, they're gonna try to compartmentalize me anyway. If my eye is strong, if my mind is strong, if my soul, they're trying to break down those things by doing humanly things like it's not really things that you would do to regular humans or everyday residents or civilians or something like this. Whatever they're doing, they're not supposed to be doing it here. Somebody could have even kept me in this position so that they would not be able to use these war mechanisms against me directly. But they're doing it anyway. Okay? So it's kind of like trying to turn down the lights or turn off the lights. All right? But we got South America in reverse. The earth is in reverse. This also could be this black family or whatever this is, these dark, something is going on here. All right, where there could have been a very strong dark family too that could keep shit balanced. There could have been light and dark. Okay. I'm guessing they were hiding some of these people with migration. Migrationary tools. But we got black. Now this family could have been having a dominant family. I'm almost getting like the family from what's the show? Mayfair Witches or something like this. You know, the power that that family had together or whatever like this. Um, but it's almost like these people have been made small, maybe because they rejected somebody or rejected a Christ. Um, and we got her in reverse. So somebody could be looking for you or looking for her or looking for somebody. This was stuck behind here. I didn't see. All right, 2 in reverse. If there's 2, somebody could already be passed away here. One of my clones or your clones or a very significant. It's usually very significant shit that we talk about on this channel. Whether somebody believe it or not. Blood ain't going to be on my hands. Okay? So all of us are unique. Kind of like some type of... it's some form of artistry, the way we put it on or how we speaking it. That's unique because of the things that you experience, how you interpret things or something, why so many people could be out here speaking. But you know, it's obviously some reason why some of us have been being kept very small online, our presence, or they mess with our algorithm. Now some of these people are saying that their algorithm is being messed with. Is really not. You can tell. Okay, you can tell by the measure of, again, you or I could come from a family of people that know about talent, things like this, and we can kind of look at it and see. But we also have to keep that aspect that people, when things are going on, they like to, you know, lose themselves. When you go to the movies, you don't want to be thinking about all things that's bothering you and stuff like this. You know, you want to hope for better days or something like this. You know what I'm saying? You want to let your mind go. You don't want to be thinking about all the drama that's going on or something. You're just watching this movie. This is, I think, what they're doing with some type of fascinator spirit when it comes to tarot. Okay. There's something different going on. Okay. But it's showing what people are paying attention to, that humanity or this nation has been brought down to a level of being entertained, depending on how you look at this information. If you're an investigator, it's different. If you addicted to these people and watching their videos because you're being entertained, then that kind of shows something. There is a sense of something where a lot of these people that are tarot readers are like ex-band members, background singers, one-hit wonders, or wish I had a chancers, or people that kind of they had this opportunity long ago, and then they see their child breaking chains and things like this, and out of jealousy, because they know witchcraft and spell work, and they got attacked by that same energy a long time ago. Instead of teaching you how to defeat it or fight it off, they're enjoying watching you be brought down by it because they knew that you was the one that could break this, or you was the one that could have changed something. So a lot of these people are just wicked to the core. They're mentally rotten. They're rot. They're rot. I call it rotty. Okay, these are just rotten individuals. And every now and again, there is some type of extermination. They're just exterminating the wrong individuals here. So it's almost like, I keep on want to say something about the Day of the Dead. It's like they're bringing that to some type of, they want to have that as like not what it means for Mexico, but it's something like this. I don't know, y'all. I don't know how to explain it. But we got the earth was first, and then we got the black or dark matter. Okay. Does somebody matter? We have her in reverse. This is giving me, like, in the beginning, I was picking up on these scriptures yesterday. This could be an image of you that they made, or somebody else that was using your identity, or who they saying really is you, or I don't know. This little black person, or it's kind of funny because if I think about Clarence, the Jermaine energy, but somebody's son could have had this woman and left this woman behind or something like this. I don't know. Or from this family, they rejected somebody here, another version of you or somebody, and they got rid of this person or something like this. Or the children of the dark or something like this, or these dark-eyed children or something got rid of somebody. And now it's like South America is being flipped over on its head here. Because remember yesterday in that video, it was in the upright. And I said, what is going on? Did they have somebody trapped in South America? Now something is happening here. It's kind of strange. We got Kansas. This could also be Wakanda. Wakanda energy. When she's like, we're not in this ain't Kansas or something, but I feel like whatever this is really in Kansas. It's to thwart somebody. Okay? There's a lot of this with these fake leaders creating alternative maps in order to get their mission so the everyday people don't know what the fuck is being talked about. We could be talking about, oh, there was a little girl named Rebecca Sue. She was last found in Dallas, Fort Worth yesterday. But this really could be somebody that the people that have a shifted mentality or mindset, they know what the fuck these people talking about. But you and I, we really think it's a girl from Dallas, but it could really be a girl from your town or my town or somewhere over here in the midst of the garden or the Midwest. So what they've been doing is exterminating people in one area where they're not supposed to have their hands on these people, but they're placing the death in the name of the child, changing it, or placing that this is happening somewhere else, so people could be looking to that area instead of looking in the garden to see that this is what's happening to people. It's a way to thwart or turn off, like, because that people that are in these esoteric groups, if they knew, well, I don't think that anymore either. It's like a lot of people are on one accord about something. All right. So we got Kansas in reverse here. Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa. Okay. That's in reverse. And we got South Dakota in the upright. This could be something about like the stand or whatever like this too, where these are signs and synchronicities that people were getting if you were still plugged into some kind of frequency. So they were trying to figure out a way to kill some of us. Kill means just, if there is a collective group, a collective consciousness that's going to keep you aware of what to do and where to move. Most of these people would have already got like a different name, some type of a lot of money or something like this. They played games with some of us women with our allotment or something like this to make us make deals with imaginary men that was whistling in your ears. Whistling means whispering, murmuring, haunting. You know, how we be like, girl, I just heard something, or, you know, or yeah, somebody all in my energy. That's what somebody is doing here. So if you didn't pick one of these energies that want to cleave on to you, but you're not sure what you talking to. If you want that me, like, I don't give a fuck what's gonna happen, nigga. I don't want nothing attaching to me. You haven't shown and proved any fucking thing. I don't care what God telling me is like, nah. That's just like something whispering and stuff like this, like take me, or take me in. No, motherfucker, what is you? You know what I'm saying? It's something like a haunting is what I want to say it is. These could also be, like I told you, whatever they're showing us on Instagram when you get connected to these people on social media, especially the models and stuff like that. By the time these people make it to where they're making it, when they look totally different, you're like, damn, this person came up. I see the come up or whatever. They really done went down, and that's really something else. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a lot of shit that's going on here, all right? And just I don't know how long it's going to go on for, but it's something, all right? It ain't even really nothing you can do. It's do you see what I'm saying about some of this shit? It ain't even. It's just seeing, acknowledging, remembering, you know, compartmentalizing that information. It really ain't nothing. People like, well, what you gonna do or something? Ain't nothing to do. I told y'all, for some reason, I feel like something already been healed in the future. Even if these people try to go back and try to find out what it is, this is going to be the dark days or a cold war, or, you know, it's some kind of term like this that you can use. All right? They might have won this in some type of way. I don't know. I can't tell you exactly how, what I'm picking up, but in some kind of way, they have the force. You know, they didn't win, but they have the force. They have the something. All right. So again, we have play. So this could be like this Tyler Perry energy, this black energy, and this her energy. These people could be aliens, or these people could be galactic. All right. But also when we come to this black family or whatever this is, me, okay, little me, or me little, or something like this. This person could be black, but somebody could be claiming that they're a son of David, but they're not. These are the candy canes that chose this person. Even if they were or something, they could be being denied, because instead of choosing me back in the day, somebody could have came, a younger version of an uncle, father, something could have came in. They could have had me, and then they chose a friend. Somebody was being discriminatory or something like this, or maybe they like somebody better, or they like somebody lighter skinned, or it's something shade. It's something. It's a little something that has somebody pick somebody except for the person. Like, this is like somebody knowing, like, damn, it is something different about this fucking girl, but this one is cooler. She got her own car. She got this, all for all the fucking wrong reasons. When it's something about somebody's mates or something, you just being with these people and building with these people, it was going to be miracle. So whatever they did that's dirty and grimy to get to the top, with you and another person would have plugged in, it would have been magical. It would have been majesty. I keep hearing majesty. All right. Yes, your majesty. It would have been something else here. All right. So I don't know. This could also be, I'm hearing like stopwatch or time energy. This time oracle, or I noticed in the past 3 years, they were playing with time a lot. Sometimes I was waking up and I'm like, damn, I thought it was just Saturday. How is it Saturday again? I feel like somebody was trying to get something back on course, or either they were trying to bring back, they were double daying. It was like double days. They were doing this so that they can, somebody is that fucked up that they were trying to erase your existence. Like, go back and kill the young version of you, because some of us still have our 15-year-old version of us walking around here on this earth. She just in another country, or he just in another country or something. So somebody could have, this may or may not be normally what's supposed to happen, but this is what somebody was doing. Okay? And I don't think that, like, people are like, oh, well, you talk too much, or we don't trust you, because no, what I'm saying have to be said. So it's very strange. It's like somebody's mad because you was smart enough to figure it out on your own or something, and so they're just gonna try to ruin your whole existence and try to show somebody want to show that you just a little blip because you didn't pick them or something. And this person don't mind destroying every fucking thing on the earth, trying to make a point of that, and you're still here, liver than ever. It's just people on social media ain't biting or something like this, and you know that it don't even have nothing to do with that. You just doing what you doing, and even if you was just murmuring this or whispering it out your mouth because nobody don't listen and you don't have a microphone or something like this, it's still moving something. Okay, so this could be the little me. Okay, somebody could be thinking, okay, and this could also be a situation here where they kidnapped the little version of you, or because I keep hearing somebody said I had to get rid of you to, but sources telling me everything is okay. Let this nigga be a fool. Everything is okay. Okay? So they could have thought that they had you. Put it like that. Somebody might be looking for you now, but I don't know if their intentions are good or bad. Like, damn, we left one? Or is it somebody like, oh my God, this precious thing like Nemo's dad was? Hold on a second, let me go get my drink real quick. Like Nemo's dad was, okay? Um, when somebody came in here and just ate all them eggs and just one egg was left with a little gimpy fin, you could be the only one left that's just like moving slow. But I tell you, if these people were trying to take some fast way out of something or into something, be glad that they did, because somebody from somebody's lineage or something is going to be able to outlast something. I'm thinking like something wasn't somebody's family anyway or something. They want you to feel sad about a group of people being moved or wiped out. Like, it's making me think about when the Bible says you're hidden ones. People think they have something that they don't have. You'll never be able to get to whatever this is with that type of mind. It's like a circuit breaker kind of something here, like the rooms that could be even meant for you and me to get it. These motherfuckers don't be afraid because they can't even get it no matter what they do. Yeah, they could get through that little stuff, that fluff and stuff or something like this, but they're not getting to that. Whatever that is. I feel like people get misconstrued. That some of us that's being attacked, we're not running around here where like our hair is on fire. They don't understand that. They're going to end up burning themselves out trying to freak you out or something before you get freaked out. And it's going to show the true strength, or what somebody thought brute and strength, force, and putting cameras all over you and pushing you around mentally, physically, emotionally, and something. And they're going to get to see what real strength is at the end of this. Taking away opportunities and money, not having you be able to make many moves. They're going to really be, it's all a part of something here. Okay. This could also be that some of these people are still listening to their mothers, and their mothers are old. Their mothers are 1,000-old spirits that have been doing this bullshit or something like this. And it was, I'm getting like the mystics and the Skeksis or something like this on the dark crystal. Because I think one of them, they went on, but I thought they turned into dust after they've done what they mission. I can't remember if it was the Skeksis or the mystics that disappear or something like this, or both of them. I can't remember. All right, so somebody with this black name, or they really galactic, or they really aliens or something like this, or they're really foreign to the cause. They're not original members of a family line. I was hearing in the bathroom that these grandfathers, these uncles and stuff that passed away before, or the men that were supposedly maybe really of or something, they didn't find this out until they made it to the other side. And some of these people could be the reason why somebody met their second death. Because I was hearing that, from Lucifer when Chloe was like, oh, this is the person that killed my dad. These could be people that don't believe that God sent a fountain into the garden as a source of an energy burst or a cleansing spirit for these people. And some people just they knew that they did that, and they just used the energy, and now they want you out of the way. So that's why I said this is like, if there's some sacred some sacred ceremonies that happen amongst women, amongst tribes or groups or something like this, it's supposed to stay in there like a brotherhood does. It's supposed to stay there, but somebody could have been trying to ruin a woman from something that's tribally mandated for her to do, or is biblically mandated for this woman to do, and somebody's like, well, I'm gonna put you over here with all the rest of the people that was doing this that wasn't anointed. They was just doing it because they wanted to, or they was doing it for this reason, because everybody want to be something the fuck that they not. This is talked about, I think, in the second, in the sealed portion, how they would try to put some of these women in a category with the other women, or even tarot readers that, hey, I'm really good at explaining what I'm explaining with these cards or something. I'm going to use this. We know that the Torah is in the tarot and the tarot is in the Torah. You know, they trying to put you just with a fucking tarot reader, knowing that some of us is still giving our message or whatever like this, but we're displaced members of something higher. It's what the fuck they're doing. Or they say, oh, the ascension is about all about, yeah. And when you get to a certain level of ascension, you're supposed to move up in society. That's what's supposed to happen. Okay? Because you could get bored, or you're gonna get irritated, or you're gonna get some kind of something if you still gotta deal with these people that's just looking at everyday work, race, something like this. Your mind is too advanced. They want you to, that's why I was saying about they wanted these, even with some of these men or all these, some of these people in the past, they knew that these people was going crazy, just like, I can't sit here and do the same thing. And then, you know, they would get these people to kill or rob a bank or something, and then we got you. Yeah, you ain't going to jail for robbing a bank, but we know you robbed that bank, and whenever you want to get your ass out of this group or something, or whenever you want to be unruly or something, we're going to remind you that you robbed that bank and you're going to go to jail for that. Right now, you could be free to do whatever you want to do what we said. You get what I'm saying? This is how they get these people into these fucking groups. And then the group is normally where you can do more crimes or something like this. Okay? Yeah, we got Uranus energy here. It's something more than not telling people about these people that compromise themselves by being penetrated anally. It's fun while it lasted, but okay, we got New Jersey in reverse. These people could also be leaving us in society. So whatever we're talking about, they're like, oh, that's not supposed to be in the public. Well, the elders didn't tell me that. So yeah, they didn't teach me anything. I had to learn on my own. So somebody could be trying to say like New Jersey energy is usually in the spiritual essence, or with my communication with source and the way that I'm going to try to explain it. Somebody could be denying you a New Jersey or a new look or a new team. You know how basketball, you know, that people get changed on the team from one team to another. Somebody here is not getting a New Jersey. You're not going to get a new life or something like this. A migratory life or something like this. So they're trying to hide what the migrants really are for one or two reasons. This is a group of people that's not supposed to be existing anymore. And so you're hiding them so that they can be your little combat buddies or something like this and do little petty crimes to people. Okay? Off the books. Or somebody's trying to protect these people while something else is going on. But if they're protected by God, then, you know, I don't know. I'd rather trust in God than man. It really could have been people. A lot of this stuff is not being talked about in the public. That we're talking about this or whatever, linking up with people now, forgetting with their parents, because some of these parents was lying, trying to get you to die so they can take over your power or whatever. So this would be like you should have been cleaving on the motherfuckers that sound like you. Even if you think you should have been connecting with those particular people, even on the physical. This is like another Virginia Woolf thing, where she went off with those guys or whatever like this, and they started their own little thing. Okay, it may not be many. This could also who God was talking about, something like this, or Blavatsky or something like this. You know, it may not be many of you, but, you know, I will populate you or something like this, okay? We could also be the children of these particular gifted ones or geniuses and shit like this too. I've picked up a whole lot of energy with like Tesla kids and, you know, Einstein kids and, you know, Washington Carver's kids, like these other people that came like this. Some of you could be those. Okay? It's a lot about people that came up with things that allegedly advanced things in the world. Those type of conduits. I'm hearing that there could have been another female, okay, like a Hidden Colors girl, Hidden Numbers or whatever that movie is. This person was a hidden woman that could have been, you know how they had Harriet Tubman, okay? But there was another woman in Wisconsin that was doing the same thing with the Underground Railroad. And she don't really get that much. She wasn't the public. She wasn't talked about as much as Harriet Tubman. There could have been somebody that they tried to hide here. It could have been shame or these people's ego or something like this. The person could have been somebody's mammy or something like this. You know what I'm saying? Not less traveled, maybe not well versed. They could have even humiliated her like a Sarah Bartman. That's all this experiment is with some of us women that were very coming off as like intelligent or having a lot to say, or just inspiring. So you don't seem as inspiring. They will try to humiliate you with a ritual like that, like cameras in your bathroom, and then turn you into something. Now, from now on, Sarah Bartman could have been one of the smartest people in the world, but we only know her from being put on display, her body being put on display. Or they cut these women down and they put the women, so like say I'm an amazing seer. Before I even had the cards, people knew that this was something different. To put me down because they only want the body. They want the women, the other women that maybe it might be more watered down or more, you know, made for TV or something. It ain't the real shit. You know, they want these girls to do love readings and shit, and they promote them high because it's a distraction, something like that. So somebody could have wanted just your body here. If I had a God body, Moses them wanted my God body. They wanted to delete me or move me behind and then take the God body, whatever was organically around me that I didn't even see it or know it, or I wasn't even using it or something like this. It could have even been using me. You see what I'm saying? So somebody just wanted somebody's body, but there's consequences to that. That's like me having a car dealership, or I'm very wealthy and I own 1,000 cars. You know what I'm saying? Somebody can't just come steal all my fucking cars and get away with that shit. It's some kind of theft. All right? Okay? But what I want to tell you is that these people knew this shit was going to be happening. They knew it was coming because you already seen these people doing this. And you didn't do anything to stop it. We got Colorado. Okay, this could be used as like an actual state, or this could be a state of mind. Colorado. So make a Colorado. So somebody could have been in a coalition or supposed to be working with like a Sekhmet or a feminine energy or something. But this is somebody that would bring that person low. Okay? So like Sekhmet being the eye of Ra and shit like this. This is like Ra seeing through Sekhmet, getting where they need to get, and then making that person go low. Like lowering their, you know, physical value, their appearance, their money, their family, something like this. And we got Ra do. So Ra could be somebody that is a destroyer of Sekhmet or a feminine energy, or after using her. Okay. This is just giving me the John Benet Ramsey thing here. And how the father looks a lot like a pale version of Martin Luther King. And I have images where I look a lot like Martin Luther King. And Martin Luther King look a lot like my dad. So I'm in Racine. I was in Kenosha County. I was in Lake County. Okay? But I'm in Racine now, Wisconsin. So somebody seen what was happening while somebody was trying to steal from me and rediverting my mail to different places. Do you understand what I'm saying? So this shit could be going down here. All right. Like I said, something happened to that girl. If that was just a doll or if it was a girl or whatever. But the real shit that happened was somebody was taken. Somebody was beheaded, removed from power. That somebody could be me. It could be the younger me. I don't know. Okay. And the person that we're talking about in that note was the child, the hidden child that could have been taken or something like this by the two men. And these could be clones. The two bad guys. That message was for John Ramsey about his daughter, not John Benet Ramsey. That's her daughter. We got Colorado is in reverse. So did that crime really happen in Colorado? Because these are crimes that call in higher forces or those eyes in the sky. It really don't matter where the fuck it is. It's the storyline that gets you going. So a lot of these people that passed away, and we be like, oh, remember that happened to such and such or Emmett Till? That shit is spell work for you to be still talking about them people when really something happened to somebody else. That was just a cover story. So somebody might not get a new. Now these people are, now mind you, a lot of these tarot readers are like Mommy Watson and them. They are in some kind of secret society or some group. That's why they're able to tap into. That's why they're able to siphon from some of us to make themselves stronger. Because they're going to do it in a way where it works. It works. They're compromised. It's like a puppeteering thing. They're going to do it that way. Termic?
No.
This could be somebody that was having an affair, or this could be a long time, something for a raw energy, or my father, or a feather, or something like this. But with Colorado, whatever they did here with these greens, okay, these people are in reverse for whatever they did. And whatever this blue people is, they don't get a New Jersey this time because of something that they did here. Something that these blue people did. Maybe they took the Sarah Plain and Tall energy. That's one of the wicked stepsisters. Excuse me. This Yaba's heart energy could be somebody. A lot of this is, I've seen a girl saying black women have ruined. It goes accordingly because a lot of these men, even if they was dating, a lot of these men was with other women of other races or other mindsets, whether it be Caucasian, people used to have a thing about that, like, some things that black girls wouldn't do, somebody go somewhere else and get it done. It used to be a joke like that in the 90s about, certain things. But somebody did something here. India could be involved with this ratio of like the colors, skin color and shit like this. Hence why Michael Jackson and them was changing their skin color. A lot of people is dying, like bleaching their skin or whatever for this great day as well. Okay? To make sure that they're going to make it to the other side. But somebody is not getting a New Jersey or a new look or something. This could be even somebody that was getting this shit for centuries. a spirit using different vassals on this earth to continue on with something. Okay, they could change they something and move on. Somebody's not getting that. And it seems that these greens or whatever that was connected to this, whatever this happened with the Jean Bonnet case or whatever like this, something is being found out here. So it could be that they said that you died or your younger version died, and it's not. It's somewhere else. Somebody's like, I was hearing that song, Glorilla, Never Find It. Somebody is saying you're never going to find what it is that can bring America back to life. That's what I'm hearing. So we got had right here at the top. And then we have a passing era. All right. But it's in reverse. It says, I don't remember that back that far. Somebody does, they're fucking lying. All right. But you, on the other hand, or me, they could have taken me, they could have hid my past. I was just hearing when I got online, it said, oh, do you not remember your childhood? You might be a starseed. Somebody's trying to push you into starseed, stardom, or something like this. I'm supposed to be doing bigger things. I'm going to just say that. So somebody's like, I don't remember back that far. Somebody's like, where was you at the night of 1997, motherfucker? Because again, you could be alive right now. You a piece. That's why God been keeping some of us alive right now. And these people can't get rid of us. But there's also an older piece. They have to get that piece to put it back together. So something, all right? Even with these people, they did all this shit to eliminate you. And now they find out, damn, we crushed that skull in the dust and did this. Or we hid it over here. We'll never be able to find it. And we need that damn piece of that thing or whatever before we can even go further. After all this, so somebody could be in a tight bind here. Because they wanted to make sure you knew, or make sure that you knew that they brought you up to a level. We just made you feel good or feel the love or feel like you were seen once, like you never was. You know, you always wanted to be seen. Nobody always wanted to be seen. Now, I don't give a fuck. But somebody wanted to make it seem like that. And then we just got rid of you or something. And somebody is the piece, okay, to something. Now, somebody is looking at some bones or something like, oh, I can't remember or whatever back that far. Because somebody be lying, okay? It says a passing era that dinosaurs lived on the earth from 225 to 65 million years ago. What do scientists call this period? So somebody is asking somebody a question here, okay? Scientists call this during the which the dinosaurs lived in Mesozoic era. The Mesozoic era lasted from 225 to 60 million. So something is a lie. Somebody's lying about something. This don't have to have nothing to do with dinosaurs. You get what I'm saying. You get my drift. All right? Somebody could be looking. This could be somebody found a body or something. And somebody like, oh, we was looking for that girl body for 20 years. Oh, my God, let's open the case back up. Boom, boom. It was over there in that neighborhood. Remember, we kept going to question that man. And he said he didn't know nothing. We found it right in the house next door they was doing some repairs on their, somebody was doing some repairs on the fucking, let's just say, oh, when I was driving down the street the other day, I noticed that they was digging out something by a house. And I'm like, oh, those people must be about to get because I'm thinking back to, okay, I think back to when in Kenosha County when I was like, we need to get, I can't take living in this house, it's too small. We need, oh, what do you call it, y'all? An extension? What do you call it? I can't remember the name right now. When you make your house bigger. That. Okay, I don't know what's going on, why I'm getting brain fog. I was like, we need to get that or whatever. Like, just all we got to do. And I was drawing that shit out on paper, trying to convince him. You know, I like the house and everything. Ooh, we could do it like this. I was going picking out countertops and shit like this. Like, yeah, we could do it like that. Just open this up. All we need is like another 1,000 square feet, and we could actually put a second floor on it. And such, you know, I was just going all into it. So it's something like this. So I was riding by, and I was like, oh, the way that they was digging, and what I'm like, damn, they must be about to get a big old, what do you call it? It's gonna make me mad. Addition, a house addition. I'm like, they must about to get a nice size addition put on that house. But somebody could have been, this could be some Case or something like this. Okay, something about Case. Somebody's name could be Case. That's a popular name in Wisconsin, I'm guessing. Something could be even going back to an era of a big family. I think Johnson and Johnson is here in Wisconsin too. Beginnings. It's going back to, like, I'm hearing somebody, like, when that girl was found in that swimming pool. This could have something to do with swimming pools too. They were saying, oh, the hotel, the child of the hotel person is the one that did it. Because if you look back, some of these families were using like a stain on your family to not take your claims serious. Like with Marianne Black, oh, those are witches. Something like this. But you might find out that it was some Johnson bitches that was witches. The Mary Johnson or whatever. There's a story about, I think, a girl named Mary Johnson, that these was the witches. Somebody just put a stain on something here. All right? But this has something to do, not like, because it down in... where that happened to that little girl not that long ago, she was found in the pool. They were trying to say that it was the person, but I'm thinking like a hotel owner. We could look at some of these smaller towns as like families that have a prominent name. So shit that happens amongst these families might stay under wraps. How there's several with men that have been included in my energy, with me and these people having problems with people named Johnson, and now these Johnsons are popping out in very powerful positions. My grandma used to babysit some Johnson kids. They're popping up in these, and they're like, oh, friends or whatever. But no, something happened. Somebody saying, because I told you, somebody keeps saying that they're your friend, but it's after they did something volatile or they know about something that happened to you at some point in time, and they feel guilty or feel bad about something here. Somebody is saying, I don't remember that. This could be 30 years ago. Something like this. Somebody had somebody. I'm seeing a case about a little boy that went missing, and his mom went to a garage sale, and he had certain stickers on his Game Boy. And when he went missing, that was one of the things that he had with him. And it ended up, she ended up going to a garage sale after like being hoarded in the house for 10 years after the missing of her son. She didn't want to go out. And one of her friends said, come out with me and go to some garage sales. It's something about seeing old stuff and everything like this. And she went out to a garage sale and found the little boy's Game Boy. Now, this could be a fake story or a real story. It could be something that helping somebody trigger their thoughts. Okay? As soon as I seen the Game Boy with the Pokemon, I was thinking about my daughter having that damn Game Boy or whatever it was, and they was doing Pokemon Run or something, where you go walking around outside and find these imaginary Pokemon. And I'm like, no, that shit sound like kidnapping USA. No, y'all not about to be doing that shit. So again, maybe somebody's child snuck out and did that, and that's how they got taken or something, or swapped out. I'm not sure. Okay. This could be whoever this is that keep getting, picked up and harmed and moved along. Somebody could be going through this here. Okay. But what I was saying was, this would be like how I said, it's not that far from here where these people is getting this addition put on, or they're digging alongside a house. And I think this is like a really old, rickety looking house. It's a rickety, old looking house. And somebody could have found some type of bones or something. And they could be questioning somebody. And somebody is saying, I don't know about that. Okay? It's a couple things. My mind be going and shit. When I be driving, I be just looking. My mind be going. Temporary pop-up spots and shit, something, my mind be going here. All right, but we got somebody named P. Okay, I'm hearing P Miller. So my name could be Miller. Okay, Peter Piper picked a pack of peppers. Okay, bitch. Somebody had the alien version of somebody or something. or the foreign version, or say that some people are populated based on counties. Somebody could have had the Lake County version of somebody in Kenosha County or in Racine County, or it wasn't the right version. I don't know where we're getting this from. It wasn't the right version. This could be also why a lot of crimes is just not being solved. Like in small towns, like where we came from, a little cup, we didn't have no crazy stuff that we would. I feel like some of these towns there was more eye in the sky crimes that was happening. I said superficial, supernatural crimes. But it seemed like the small crimes that we did have, like so-called black on black crime, or a girl being found burned in her car or something. Those things like that made it to the newspapers. It seemed like they never was able to find the killer. Or somebody being found shot the next day. Everybody wake up and little Johnny was shot at the corner where he always go down to go to his friend's house. Nobody didn't see nothing or nothing. Then they just wrap up the case and never get solved. I don't remember any cases that was like, oh, for real? Damn, that's crazy. And nobody don't know who did it. I don't remember any case being solved like, oh, I knew little Johnny did that shit. I don't remember no cases that was like brought to our attention in the public where everybody was kind of talking about it. Not, at our age, we wasn't reading the newspaper, but motherfuckers, your mama and them was saying it, and then everybody came to school, yeah, y'all heard about that? Something like this. I don't remember any of those cases being solved that I can look back and see. All right? So, I don't know if somebody been trying to say, like, how we be like, oh, somebody took this or something. It don't mean that it's affecting you all the way. It just be a little harder for you. You got to work a little harder. But do I think these people can really affect somebody all the way like that? Possibly not. I mean, I think that they're moving around so in these communities, or they move in as neighbors so that they can have close access to you to deteriorate your mental and shit like this. Or to make it seem like you're not worthy or you can't do a certain type of job. Somebody don't want to let go of somebody. I got that from that reading. Yeah, they don't want to be with you, but they don't want to let you go because somebody is codependent on your presence. May not even be your energy, because this motherfucker has stole so much of your energy that they already surpassed you. They're in rooms that you supposed to been in 30 years ago. So it ain't like that. They just, with new technology, somebody done did something here. Right? So, so the Greens had somebody, and they trying to act like they don't know. And this could be like a forever young group or something where they don't never get punished, but as a collective, these people could be about to get punished until they bring up the truth. You know how a teacher got to come in a fucking classroom and be like, until Rebecca, I just saw Rebecca with her watch on. We all been in this classroom. Nobody came in and nobody left. So we're not leaving this classroom until Rebecca's watch is found. Somebody in this fucking classroom gotta have it. It could be something like this. Let's see. Let's just see. Because we're doing something real choppy today. Okay? People could be falling in with some type of little stuff that they were supposed to, like hints and stuff that they were going to give you in the past, but these people could have thought you had something to do with them. Could have been listening to their parents or listening to people, not to listen to you because they knew that one day a child was going to come and tell the truth about these parents. Okay? And people could be doing their own research on their own self, so they might have had to let go of you or me because they thought you was just going to come out and say it some kind of way. No, I told you, and you're going to do greater things. You're going to go and do your own little private investigation when you see what I see, if you're watching what I'm seeing. And then whatever. So these kids could have been bullying another person, me or you or something like this, because they thought that you were the reason why they got dead or something. I don't know. Okay? So this could be a prophecy where somebody was dead for 20 or 30 years and they back. Okay? Because somebody sent me that song, Haunt Me. Somebody knows something here. Now, when you was 15, you didn't know. Let's say this. If I was 15, I didn't know that the real version, my yesterday version of me at 15, moved on and migrated. Do you understand? So I was not able to lead myself. This is like somebody kidnapping my being and making it a part of their cult or something and moving on, right? Okay. I was thinking that I just was still in this fucking neighborhood over here going to the high school that I still was going to. But somebody could have took me out at 15 and moved me to a different county and put a new me in the fucking game in the hometown. Do you understand? So this could be why something, and I don't know if people are supposed to do this or these people are ashamed or how do you know that or why are you saying that? This is ancient. Well, it's something that got to get pulled and uprooted here. No, no, no. No, because if I'm supposed to be the one that's not, like, you're not about to go on and do this shit no more, or you're not about to slither up in my house and start cyber pimping my fucking child or something like this. Now, I'm not saying that somebody can't be growing up and turning into a little teenager and like, ooh, I think I like my body in this, or start changing the way they dress. But I know when it's a spirit. I know it's when it's a spirit of something on someone. Okay? It's also something about some children want to be raised around a woman. Somebody's trying to mammify somebody because there's children that wanted a second chance and they didn't want to go back and be in a place with these people. They trust a certain woman that they was looking at or picking up, or these could be AI children that could have been in the background watching like regular people behave so that they can know feelings or something like this. I'm not sure. Okay. But New Jersey victory. This I was getting something smart as hell right here, like somebody being funny, like aha. So either somebody don't want you to get a new look. They want you to. They love you so much they don't want to change you. They want you to stay in the same thing. Or this is somebody that has been stealing people's destinies and getting a new life or a new something to go on, and somebody may not be getting that this time. This could be somebody of the deep blue water, the deep blue sea energy here. Why do I keep dropping all the cards, y'all? Lover's energy in reverse. I don't know if somebody is got married and then got broke up or left somebody soon as they got married or something, or after, like somebody don't want to be married to somebody or something no more. They could have left somebody behind, stranded or something. Like, I don't know what this is, because I feel like when people be coming to my energy, they think I know more about the thing. I only know the initial thing when I see it here. I'm telling you, I don't know. I don't. And now somebody lost their power or something here. Loving you. Okay, so it's easy cause you're, maybe somebody was okay. Ouch. Oh, I told you somebody trying to jump timeline. Yeah. These could be also, you know how they say, oh, some men like younger women. These could just be men that was, I'm hearing, they just remember you as a child. Like somebody was really magical in their teen years at some point in time. For me, I think this could have been somewhere between, I don't know, up until about 15 maybe. 10 to 15, I don't know. Okay? At some point in time, I did start getting more wallflower-ish. Like 19, like maybe after I had a child. Okay? I have to think back. Could it be? You know, could it be after, I put on weight or got a belly? No, because even when I was smaller, when my waist was thinner and I was younger, I still I'm trying to figure out what made me come more solid. Like, I'm that cool bitch that just be chilling. You know, we at a party, you know, I'm be like, hey, what's up, something like this, or whatever. You might catch me talking to one person or something, but I'm not the person that's sitting in front of everybody like, yeah, bitch, oh my God. And then, like, I don't have to, you know, I'm just not that type. You know, it's like a cool, like, I don't know, like a cool Mo D kind of energy. But I'm trying to think when, because I used to be like a jokester and all over the place and stuff like this when I was younger, or all up in people's face, like, or I used to do pranks on people, you know, and then I'm trying to figure out what happened because I did lose that part of me at some point in time. And I'm trying to figure out when was that? Okay? Somebody found out a formula here and they was trying to get you on this formula because they want you to end up more like them, like on their road here. But it may not be for you here. The hangman, okay? And you wonder, why is this person doing this? Because I feel like what I'm hearing is they had a long time to try to do this. So I don't know why they're doing it all of a sudden. This is like the first generation, the second generation version of somebody. You was with somebody was with the second generation version of they self and they boyfriend. Y'all still exist somewhere in another realm. Let's say something like this. But the second generation version, they got to look at you. This motherfucker looking for a new mama, mama woman. Get what I'm saying? He tired of this little childish ass girl he got to keep up with. Because most of the time, the men do be a little bit older than the girls, I think, when they come in your life. Okay? So you could have had a boyfriend that was 17 and you was 15, but he seemed more mature beyond his years. Now, this could be also like somebody could have been a vampire. I don't know. This person could have been more. Remember hickeys, y'all? Okay? Could have some shit to do with this too. Okay, because I remember my friend showed me a hickey on her neck. That motherfucker looked so bad, bitch. And I don't even know why. Like now, I'm thinking, damn, did she get bit by a vampire back then? But the hickey was so bad. And remember, people used to take lipstick tube and try to twist it on their neck to get it off. Okay? But now thinking about it, at the moment, I'm like, oh my God, that's such a nasty hickey. But now thinking about it, it's like, damn, did somebody get bit by a vampire? I can't remember who this is, but everybody's talking about this fucking hickey. We got the hangman here. So like I said, imagine you with a 15-year-old woman. It's everything. You might be, your mental or your dog years, you could be older. And you've been addicted to this little girl, have you, you know, whatever. But then you peek into the future or you peek into something and you looking at the older version. And it's kind of like the same thing. She playful and stuff like this, but not so childish. Not you know, there's an innocence or something, but it's not childish. This could be, somebody could be trying to do something like that. I told you it's something about timeline jumping or something. We got Kansas in reverse here. Because there could be different type of time travelers or different type of travelers. Like more stationed or people that can go in and out. They can do it on their own. And some of us have just been pushed. Like somebody else has been placing you. You're not, your big God person is not there doing it. These people have created big gods that hang in the back, that navigate everything. They could always go back to that motherboard, something. Somebody could have removed your motherboard. So other people are just feeling like they pushing you along with them. And somebody could be tired of doing that. But it's their fucking fault for taking their timeline and yours. Whoever this is, I don't know who this is for somebody. All right? Now, okay. So this person here, the devil energy, that the person that they called the devil, the younger version, somebody could be going back. Maybe they realize somebody lied to them about something. All right. You could be searching like in the cosmos, like, oh my God, what's going on with my baby girl version of myself? If this person ain't been trying to kill me. Okay. If she's staying in her lane, I ain't got nothing to do with it. Okay. But it's still mine, but you know what I'm saying? Okay. But this could be the little me or something that been through so much. Okay, maybe they've been through abuse of something, but we got this person is not a devil. And this person could have been with me. All right? or watching out. They could have been watching for me, a younger male, or the younger version of his masculine, but they see that that may not work because, I don't know, something. And so this person could have actually been able to go back and find her and treat her right. I don't know who this is. I don't know if somebody trying to get a second check. I don't know what the fuck this is, because I don't know if this is somebody that didn't realize that they left you. It was a mistake. They really didn't realize it 30 years ago. Or I don't know if this is somebody who now they done been doing all this stuff or whatever, and now they want to go back and treat you right. But my boyfriend was treating me right in my reality at that time. Right? Okay? I don't know. Mm-hmm. It's almost like a wicked witch got in with this Peaches energy. And those of us that were supposed to redo something, if something got messed up in our life, we were supposed to redo it. Somebody messed us up. It took us all off a timeline. And like all these people might have to go back as a group and redo something. Like, I don't know if it's high school. Like, I don't know what the fuck this is. The therapy about her. Somebody could be revealing something that's on their mind. Somebody could have just did something bogus to somebody. We got B, lack. Okay? Somebody could have, a big B. Somebody could have did something to somebody that they don't understand. We got therapist in reverse. Somebody could be forcing a conversation with somebody to, like, you know, in their sleep or something, to find out what happened to someone. Somebody could be using some type of, it's not a therapist, this could be a shit. This could be some other kind of way here. I mean, it could be something abusive or it could be something else here. The little alien bee, they doing something to this person. It's not quite therapy, but something else to get the truth about what happened to somebody, out of somebody. Somebody's using some other kind of methods here to stop some type of protest here. Because everybody focuses on Donald Trump, but there's a lot of people that have something to do. There's an energy on this earth. This shit ain't over now. This shit ain't over now. We ain't just talking over here. This shit ain't over. Cause some fools that's just don't want you to get past it saying, oh, you're prideful, bitch. You're not God. You're not judging me. Don't judge me. Somebody trying to say something like this, man, and they out of line. Yeah, somebody got strife here. Okay? These could have been people that use these methods to steal people's identities or their futures. And now somebody is about to use this to end this motherfucker, or end somebody totally. Somebody be mad about this. Because these people they really childish. They like to make this about, oh, you just mad because somebody else got that masculine. People on my level can't even see the masculines like that. This is about, it's really about us, or it's really about me, or it's really about collecting pieces of me or something. It's something like this here. Okay? Yeah, so somebody won't be having dominion here over a situation. The game master. Yeah, somebody want to play. I don't know what this is, y'all. And you don't want to play. Somebody could have tried to trap you down in the game so you could have to play it with them. And somebody don't want to. They want to get out. We got the Strength card, this Issa energy in reverse. Somebody is foreign to this. So somebody could be using somebody's name, Isabel. It's making me think about what I was picking up on, but it stopped a couple months ago about the people that moved out a couple months ago around the corner, and they had that bike at the post, and I felt like for the first time an energy or a little girl was trying to communicate with me about a death that could have happened in this area here, and somebody was buried or something. I can't, y'all. I put these videos out, and I can't remember, the whole thing or something like this. But there's other markers that is popping up like on a day-to-day beat when I go to the gas station, when I go to the store, when I go whatever, where I'm like, what is somebody trying to, it's almost like somebody trying to put me in a simulation to jog my memory to remember something so I could get out of something, because they could be fine. Somebody could be using the name Isabella and Ferdinando or some shit like this, but this ain't this person's name. This person could have took your identity, my identity. It's something like this here. Okay? And now somebody mad because they might got feelings. Yeah, something is true. Somebody wants strife with you. This is like a girl and a boy thing. Like maybe a boy was able... Girl, this is like... this could be something like even breaking a Beetlegeist energy. When he thought he just stole that person's thing and was about to run off with it, destiny or something, leave that person in the underworld. You may not even realize that a motherfucker tried to do this to you. It's something like this, y'all. Okay, some kind of curse or something. Something about a bat here too. There could be a battle between two people. They got strife because maybe somebody, 5 month of May here. Maybe these two people, like I said, in the new dimension, if they took you out of your dimension as a teenager, in the new dimension, your friend could have made you the outsider or the third wheel, independent person. And your friend could have made it so that her and your boyfriend was dating. This could be why we picking up on these different alternatives. And now these people beefing. There's a bat here. That no one would tell energy. There's a bat here. Like somebody like, I didn't touch that, or I didn't, something like this here. They both got their own two little plans. Maybe they thought that they was doing something together, but they both had their own little agendas here. There's two different fields here. And this one got something with the risers here. And then this one right here, something else. Ed S. So bloodline, Ed S. This person could be fighting for something to be put back how it was. And then you got this man, don't look like he like that. Socks. This could be whoever stole somebody's purple socks or your royal socks. But there's a female here that wants something to be, they representing this bloodline. Or back when Ed and S was together, or this is when this person got blood on them. But this person is pure, like, bitch, you know you did that shit. I don't know. It's something like this. I don't know. Because, this person did something to somebody way back when. And somebody could be going to a therapist, or somebody could be going crazy because the truth is coming out. Somebody could be using their own method, like a forced conversation, what they've been doing to you, to solve something here. Because this person was acting like they was repping something, but maybe they wasn't. Because we got black and her in reverse. Somebody else could have went to jail for something. I don't know, y'all. Okay, a circle, all right? And now somebody's trying to serenade you with this zebra energy here. Okay, but this person, this firefighter, this Anaya energy or whatever, is stunned. Because that could be a little Pam. I was hearing something about Pam something. That's a little Pam. A forever young Pam, probably. Holmes, that could be who they using. But these could be the people that was behind the scenes about this trafficking or something. Somebody knows something is wrong. So he got a black hat on, so this person is in the upright. This person don't mind playing back the media or playing back to something. Because this could be a feminine energy that could be very, like a fire sign. Red hair, red shirt. And back when these two were having something here, we got something in common. We got something, somebody, okay, somebody's name could be common or commoner, peasants, and servants. Somebody could have had something hiding in there, a child. This might be two birds with one stone. Somebody named Ed could be a great grandfather. This got to do with vampire. This got to do with other shit here. I mean, it got something to do with this story. But remember we got the other day that somebody had somebody go against their own granddaughter. It's like somebody moved you out the lineage and showed the grandfather in the underworld everybody else in the family except for you, and like because they were jealous of you and they wanted to be what your future was, and so they just kind of moved you slightly out the way. I don't know what this is, okay? But it's almost like somebody fighting this battle here, and this motherfucker said it wasn't me, bitch. I don't know what that person did after that basketball game or after that baseball game when I talked to her. Because if somebody be the Holy Spirit, this means that if vampires was having conversations and stuff around you, I did not get to see this, or you did not get to see this. This is like them little quickie conversations or those little meetups and shit that you see in those little shows and stuff, like when people get together real quick and talk about, this could be something about the Valtori energy here. Because I said, oh, I'm about to own the Valtori then. It's something like this. Like this could be a bloodline like that. Like you think the Valtori is like the top, but whatever I am, I could own the Valtori. Like I'm over that or something like this. A steward energy. Yeah, we got the Hermit and the Emperor in the reverse. Okay, this could be this Virgo, and somebody could be also like a Taurus or something here. All right. I was hearing there's something like it wasn't supposed to get this nasty before something got in line. Put it like that. Somebody they let it go on so long so something would get nasty. That's what I'm hearing. Hold on one second, y'all. Somebody let something go on so long so that it would get nasty. Nasty if you... Yeah, somebody did this so it can get nasty. We got Montana in the upright, but this person do got blood on them. Mystic Rose. Also, I was driving down the street the other day, and I seen a man that looked like this black man. I never seen this black man in this neighborhood. And he looked like my uncle, my auntie Roseanne. He looked like, we're going to call him Smith. That's his last name. Mr. Smith. I was riding down the street and I'm like, what the hell? And then I heard we are champions. So the Smith energy, the Smiths may have to get taken out. This might be one of the families that get cut down in this season or something like this. Okay? The Smith. So I seen him. And I was like, he looked like what you call it? Mr. Smith, we'll just call him. But the wife passed away, a while back. 3-4 years ago. My auntie. And I was thinking, why is a person that's looking like this person walking around here? Also, there's something about people, maybe a smaller stature. There's like the Willow people or something want something that I'm supposed to be getting here. I don't know. Somebody's name could be Willow. I used to like watching that movie, and they could be trying to say that, these little people or little stature took you in because they found you some kind of way, but these people could have stole somebody and they trying to lie. But anyways, this Montana energy got blood on their hands, but they still in the upright. Somebody know what somebody did here? All right? That purple sequin dress, I don't know, that looked like Letitia Johnson, but with the Nazaria Harris thing, but somebody could be trying to say that that's me, but that's Letitia. That's Letitia Johnson. That's not me. Okay, Bumpy Johnson. Maybe that's the person that took the identity. I don't know. Hold on one second, y'all. I gotta collect my brain.